everybody. Hi. Okie dokie. Let's get into it if we can. Marjorie, whenever people unsubscribe after a sales email, I think contemptuously, Freeloaders rolls eyes. I deeply feel that. So true story. I have to tell you guys this. And this is one of those things where I'm like, I know that this sounds like a braggy situation. And I know that this sounds like a mean girl situation. I swear it's not. Because this was one of those things where I was like, are you for real? So over the weekend, I ran a flash sale to join the Creative Entrepreneur Society. And the way that I do that is I have an Ever webinar. So I've done the webinar before and it's set up to go out. People can schedule whatever time they want. It doesn't really matter like when they show up because it will look like it's live to them. The wonders of the internet, right? Am I right? Like crazy stuff. So there was an error with the replay page. The replay page was supposed to be live and showing them things and has an evergreen timer to associate with the sale that is like, it looks like it's brand new to you, but it will look like that to everybody. So that's just kind of the way that evergreen stuff works. There was an issue with the timer where it was set to turn off on, let's call it the 1st. And instead of being an evergreen timer where it will say that there's 24 hours on the timer, it just went directly back to the sales page, which is what it's supposed to do when the timer runs out. However, this was a glitch. This was a mistake that was not caught in the editing process. It happens. Like I felt really, really bad. Fixed it and everything, but not in enough time before I caught, and I swear I'm going somewhere with this story. I'm not just complaining. I swear I'm going somewhere, but not before I got not one, but 2 emails from a very rude person. And basically, instead of being like, hey, because, again, this is business. These are my business people. So this is in my B2B, business to business email list. And the hope was obviously like, you're going to be talking to people who know about business, who understand online business. And instead of coming at it like, hey, just to let you know, the replay page isn't showing up. Like I'm just getting forwarded straight to the checkout page. Like, can you help me out? I'd love to watch the replay. Instead of doing that, this person immediately went for, what is wrong with your sales funnels? Your funnels are terrible. If I had been a new subscriber, I would unsubscribe, unfollow, avoid you, and then tell everybody on the internet to avoid you as well. That was an actual email that I got on a Sunday. About a free training and a replay that's free of this training. Now, again, I messed up on the replay page. Full stop. I totally did. It should not have redirected immediately to the checkout page. However, this particular woman, I was like, whoa, like coming in real hot, lady. Like, okay. Don't know what I did to have gotten so much ire from that. And then I decided to go in and check because I'm like, oh no, is she part of did she buy one of these and like got a tag that got messed up? Because sometimes that happens. If somebody bought one of the programs, like you won't see the replay or whatever it is. So I'm like, maybe that's what happened. Turns out she's never actually bought anything from me. No, she has 6 of my free products that were inside of bundles, but has never actually bought anything from me. Inside of her email, and this is where it's going to start to sound petty, but I swear it's not. I swear. Inside of her email, she has inside of her signature a link to hire her for a Pinterest manager and a link to join her entrepreneur Facebook group. And I'm like, with 89 people in it. But all I could think of at this point is, why did you feel the need to come in this hot and this angry to somebody who you've never paid anything to about a free training that you're getting for free, that you can watch for free? And so I'm not responding to it, but it was more of the fact that this woman was on my list just for free things. And I gladly, with great joy, unsubscribed her and blocked her from receiving any more of my ConvertKit emails. If I could block her on Teachable, I would. Same thing with ThriveCart. Because those kinds of people who will unsubscribe from a sale email or send you something nasty from a sale email or send you something nasty from something that you're giving away for free, those are not your people. Those are not your people. You don't need them. You don't want them. And this isn't just like a me thing, I swear. One of my best friends was telling me last week, this woman over the weekend, she did the same thing with an evergreen webinar. She, my friend, did the same thing with an evergreen webinar, but she does not work on weekends. Those are her boundaries. She does the same thing for her assistants. Nobody works on the weekends. And I'm totally here for that. Like, let's get it. And this woman not just sent her, was commenting constantly in chat, sent her 4 emails, but then also sent her 4 DMs on Instagram, including 2 voice memos and a really nasty message about how she felt duped that she wasn't getting the replies immediately that she wanted on a Sunday. So it's one of those things where you have to look at these kinds of people who are sending you negativity, who are sending you nastiness or anything like that, or criticizing you or unsubscribing from a sales email where you're saying, hey, this is a product that I know you're here for. I know is going to help you. Those kinds of people, they're not your people. They're not your people. I know that it hurts to see that number, especially when you work really hard on like a sales email. I know it. It just gets in there and twists that horrible feeling of like, I worked so hard writing these sales emails and you're unsubscribing. I get it. I feel it in my bones. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, if these people are unsubscribing when I'm selling something to them, they would have never bought from me. This woman who I was talking about would never buy from me. Not just because I blocked her, but because of the fact that it's like, you've been on my list for a while. I can see that you have acquired all of the different courses that I have inside of bundles. I can see that. I have eyes. I can see that. You would have never bought from me. You would have never bought from me. And does it suck that there are people like that on your list? Absolutely it does. It's like, get off my list. Like, if you're only here for the free stuff and the second that I try to sell you something, you're going to smack talk me on the internet? Like, no, I'm not here for that. So anytime that like anybody unsubscribes from a sales email, that's the time to bless and release and look at it and go, you would have never bought anything from me anyway. Clearing up some space for somebody who will. And that's how we have to try to look at these things inside of email. I know it's not easy all the time, but I know that you guys can do it. And I know that it's worth it when you can change that mindset of like a personal attack. Now, that lady did like full on personally attack me, but it's a totally different thing when somebody just unsubscribes or sends the email, like, stop emailing me. It's like, those are my least favorite emails because I'm like, the giant unsubscribe button at the bottom, that didn't give it away. No? Okay. But yeah, you guys, it's just bless and release. Know that you are still on the right path. You are saying the right things and the right people are out there listening. They're ready to buy when you are offering something. Your right people will be there ready to buy. And the people who aren't right for it, they can go kick rocks. They can unsubscribe and can send you cranky emails, but they never would have bought from you anyway. That's the big thing to remember. So making room for the right people on your list. That's how we're going to look at it from now on. Ladies, I hope that helped. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. And if you have any questions at all, make sure that you hit reply to emails. You can send me emails at caroline@carolinevencil.com. And yeah, I hope that helped. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.